Yo, I got another idea. So, got these flashlights, like 25, 30 bucks at Costco, and in my car, my fog lights don't work. I took them out when I replaced my bumper, and it's a pain to get them in. They're rusty, they're crusty, and I don't even know if the cables work anymore in them. So, an idea, fit these in the holes where they go, and it does fit. It fits to like about here or so, and it kind of sticks out a bit, which looks kind of cool. But these are really freaking bright, 3000 lumen flashlights, and so they won't be fog lights. They'll just be like off-road lights. Like I won't use them on the street or whatnot because that's like genuinely gonna blind someone. But just like emergency whatnot lights. So they do come with a rechargeable battery, which is sick, and well, for easier, you can use it as a power bank. It's hard to see with the lighting, but there's a USB port here and a USB-C charging point to recharge the battery. So in my car, there's no fog lights, but the wiring to the lights is there. And I do have the switch inside my car next to my steering wheel for it. So an idea is to wire this up to the car. Now, splicing, that stuff, electrical work, that is all new to me, so don't know the clearest path to do it. But I thought of this last night. What if we just always have a, like the charging cable in here and hook that up to the battery of the car. So it's always charging this only when the car is running. I don't know, where and how to have it charge when the car is on, and it won't draw from the battery when the car is off. That is something I need to figure out. But another thing is I don't know if this has an automatic charge stopper. So when it gets to 100%, it's not still trying to charge it like how phones have. That it stops charging once it's at 100% and just maintains it if you're charging it overnight. So that's something to do. If I get that working, great. I'll have it so when I use the lights when the car is running, it just works fine. But if I want to use the lights when the car is off, I can still use the lights, and it won't drain from the car's battery. It'll drain from the internal battery here, which is what I want, which would be sick. Now, to turn it off and on, have the controls to do that. I do not know if the wire in my car, if it's independent or it needs power to work. I'm assuming it needs power to work. So I can turn this on and off, but this has power, but I can't turn it on and off. That's what I mean to say, at least from inside the car. Now I can always go down, push the button, really freaking bright, and it can change the how big or small it is. And yes, I am using a kosher salt container to hold up my phone. But if I have the whole power system all hooked up and I just need to wire the on-off switch pretty much, there's already an on-off switch inside the car for fog lights. And if I'm just going to run them off of the fog light switch, then easy peasy. Now, I'm curious if I could get into here somehow and just see the wiring or whatnot, the button, and wire the fog light wire that's kind of dangling now behind my bumper, wire that into here, or I could get really, really crazy and just put a little servo thing that I flip the switch in my car and it just rotates the thing so it presses this down. But then I need to have it go 3 times to turn this off, and not too fast because I'll do that if I do it too fast. So all the ideas, I think it'd be great. Another thing would be how to mount it in the car, because yes, it sticks in from here, but you have all this left over, which I did kind of test it. I just put this in the slot of my car, and it went like this because, you know, weight and stuff. There's nothing behind it. It's just the plastic, gray plastic behind that's holding it in place. And, you know, if I stopped abruptly, it could, you know, fall out. So that's where I'm thinking. I did get 2 more of these from Costco. So I have 3. I want one to just, you know, have because they're nice. These are the Feltz Electric, Fields, or however. I can read, I promise. But I think it would be sick. I don't know if it's street legal. Probably not. If that's even a thing for lights. You know, I assume after a certain lumen amount, it's kind of, you know, very dangerous because these do not care who they see. But if I need to work on something outside, or I need a mobile light source, or I'm off in the mountains and I need a lot of light to, you know, see potholes or whatnot, I could also put one of those amber like coats or like films, how usual like off-road fog lights are. So it's light but without the blue side of it, so you can see like shadows and like the terrain difference of like potholes, for example, a lot better and just easier on your eyes. I could probably find that and just kind of like parchment paper, for example, in a basic sense, just go over it and you know, do the color. This does get quite hot though, I will say. It even warns over here that it gets hot. It's hard to focus in. It doesn't really want to do that with the light out there, but I think that would be sick. It's just learning how to do electrical work in a unorthodox way, because, you know, I'm taking something that isn't supposed to be wired and putting it into a car, which is wiring just all fancy schmancy. And so I think that'd be sick. I hope this has one of those charge stopper things, so when it gets to 100, it's good. But yeah, I think it would be really cool if it's all, you know, done correctly, because really bright fog lights for a car can be pretty expensive, and this is only 25, 30 bucks, and of course from Costco, so I could just return it if I, you know, up until I like take apart parts of it, and I can't repair it. But yeah, that is the dealio.